Welcome back. We answered 5 questions in the previous segment. In this session, we are going to start from here. The first question would be, why can handwriting analysis interpretation be trusted when my handwriting changes all the time? Well, everybody's handwriting changes all the time. It depends to a degree. Handwriting tell you what kind of a mood when you start writing. Were you in a good mood or not feeling so well? It will indicate in the handwriting right then and there. So changes in the handwriting occurs practically everybody. If somebody has a very smooth and stable mood, so handwriting will not fluctuate. If handwriting changes, it shows there is a mood swing. And if extreme changes in the handwriting, that means there is a great degree of mood swings. Next question. If the writer deliberately changes his handwriting, will the interpretation be different? The answer is no. If someone trying to disguise the handwriting to fool the person or the expert, he can get caught easily. How? In order to have a good analysis, you need 3 samples of handwriting. The one you do right on the spot. The second one, you pull out your previous handwriting, what you have jotted down yesterday or last week. And one, you go way back, 5, 10, 20 years old handwriting from school time, high school, or whatever the case may be. And then you do the comparative study. If you are disguising the handwriting, if you are deliberately changing your handwriting, once you compare with the yesterday's or last week's handwriting, there will be mega difference. And you can, it will be very easy. That is your real handwriting, what you wrote yesterday, not what you did on the spot. Also, another good thing is about handwriting analysis. If you compare with your 10, 15, 20-year-old handwriting versus now, it will tell you whether you are progressing or regressing. If you have some bad experience in the last few years' time, for example, you have some emotional scar on your feeling, you lost someone dearly, or you have some financial loss. So that period of handwriting, it will show negative impact on your handwriting. If in that, it will show that will show pretty easily in the sample of previous handwriting. If you have some good experiences, like you met a person of your dream, or got married, or win a lottery, or not necessarily lottery, inheritance, or some mega profits in the business, so you have a positive experience, and it will show in the handwriting too. Let me give you one more example. Handwriting analysis, there have been so much research, not hundreds, thousands of experiment has been done in last 200 years or so in this country and around the world. And let me give you one example. At one point, a gentleman lost his hand in an accident. What he did, he started writing from his other hand. In the beginning, his handwriting was a little bit sloppy, but after that, the handwriting would be pretty similar or identical the way he used to write from his other hand. Another occasion, Another gentleman lost in an accident both of his hands. Now he has no choice. What he did, he started holding the pen in his mouth and started writing it. And surprisingly enough, not from handwriting analysis standpoint, the formation of the letters were very similar or identical the way he used to write with his hand. Also what he did, that person started holding the pen in his foot and started writing it. The result is the same. The handwriting, his foot writing or mouth writing, similar to his handwriting. Interestingly enough, in handwriting analysis, in graphology, we do not call even handwriting. Handwriting is a pseudonym. The real name is the mind writing or the brain writing, because subconscious perceive the letter and hand just draw the alphabet. So also let me give you, you can run, I believe if you do of your own, you will have a lot more faith. I'm going to give you an example that you can run your own test. What you could do, you can switch your hand. If you are a right-hander, start writing with your left or vice versa. Your handwriting with the other hand that you are not used to of it will be sloppy, but you are going to learn some laws of the handwriting analysis that will tell you if the same person has a sloppy handwriting, but the same person is the same identity will show in there. Another test you can run of your own. A lot of people go on the beach. What they do, they write the name of a phrase with their foot on the sand. And if you look seriously, you will find the formation of the letters will be the identical or similar the way you write with your hand. And you don't need to go to the beach. What you could do is just dip your foot on the water and write a phrase on the word on the floor, and you will see those formation of the letters will be identical the way you write with your hand. And you can run another advanced test. You can have a bunch of people, 5-6 people, everybody writes some word on the sand or with the water on the floor, and you give some stranger their handwritings and tell them, can you figure it out who wrote on the sand with this person? The chances are, even though person doesn't know much about handwriting analysis, he will be able or she will be able to identify the formations of the letter. Or you could do of your own. Okay, great. Let's go to the next question. How important are the looks of the handwriting, i.e., does good-looking handwriting imply a good person or vice versa? Looks of the handwriting has nothing to do with the personality. There are so many people who write beautifully. There are some people know calligraphy. They write beautiful. That not necessarily mean a good person. By the way, calligraphy does not consider a handwriting, because you make a conscious effort to write a word or a sentence. From handwriting analysis standpoint, calligraphy is a drawing, because you are making a conscious effort. You are not just writing without thinking. On the other side, there might be a sloppy handwriting, illegible. You can figure it out what that says, hard time reading it, but not necessarily a bad, the writer might be a bad person. A good example would be there are a lot of doctors. They have a reputation having a bad handwriting or sloppy handwriting or illegible, but they are not necessarily bad people. Okay, let's go to the next question. How an individual can benefit from the knowledge of handwriting analysis? To me, this is the most important question, at least from my standpoint. And if you recall, in the introduction, I mentioned that everyone has three personalities. The one, what you think about yourself, what others think about yourself, and the third one is what you really are. Handwriting analysis deals with the number three, what you really are, not what you think and what the other people think. So after learning the handwriting analysis, you will have the inventory of your assets and liabilities, your strengths and vulnerabilities. And you can work in the area that you are not that great, and the areas enhance those values, then you are great. Okay, let's go to the next question. Who uses handwriting analysis the most? Anybody can use handwriting analysis, but there are some professions, they use handwriting analysis and take it seriously. For example, psychologists, attorneys, job counselors, relationship counselors, law enforcement people, and there are a few others. Psychologists use handwriting, and some of them, not all of them, some of them use handwriting as a backup and double checking their findings, what they learn with the meetings, with the client. As a matter of fact, some psychologists know about handwriting analysis. Attorneys, they use handwriting experts services when they feel that someone has forged the signature or handwriting, and they ask the expert, find out which is the real signature versus the fake one. And usually they do it in the inheritance cases. Relationship counselor, I'm telling you that is so valuable tool, handwriting analysis, especially in the relationship situation. I do compatibility analysis. And if you are entering into a relationship, whether personal or the business, you find out what are the most common denominator between two people. In what area you do not see things eye to eye. Are the differences so wide that cannot be compensated or overcome? So this way you will find out. This way you can avoid heartbreaking relationship or divorces, or in a business situation, breakup of partnership. Could be a multi-million-dollar partnership that can be saved. Law enforcement people use handwriting. They just want to know whether the person is really has a criminal tendency, or this just like a fluke. He just did a little shoplifting for the heck of it. Okay, that concludes this session, and we will meet in the next session. Thank you.